as you can see, I am somewhere else today. I'm at my sister's house in her kitchen. You know, we make it happen the way we got to make it happen, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yes, 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 yes. So good day, everybody. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and it is wonderful to be with you all today. I hope everyone is doing well. I am getting myself together. I'm getting myself together. Y'all funny. Sekou said, where you at? Stacy said, Studio C. Let's call this Studio E for my sister Erica. We'll call it Studio E. Or Studio K for the kitchen. I don't know. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice is what we do and practice makes progress. So this is our series this week. Do you see that word? Apocaloptimist. Apocaloptimist. Now you might be saying, Red Melissa, you done lost it now. What are you talking about? Apocaloptimist. So I first discovered this word a couple of years ago. I was at a Centers for Spiritual Living conference in Palm Springs, and they had a presentation, and the title of the presentation had to do with, you know, what's going on in the world and how we respond to it, right? Because the issue is not what we think about the world. The issue is how we respond to the issues that are happening in the world, right? Because that's all that we really have control over is our response, how we are being with ourselves and being with others as we be in this world. And he introduced this word to me, Apocaloptimist. And you could probably figure out what it means. So let me give you the definition. Someone who knows how bad things are, or someone, I like to say, someone who knows how bad things seem to be, but nonetheless knows everything will be all right. So someone who knows how bad things appear to be, but nonetheless knows everything will be all right. So I don't think I'm alone in that. Are there any other optimists out there? I think so. I don't think I'm in this alone here in the Congregation of Joy. But what triggered this theme for me today, I was doing my morning meditation, my TM, and I've shared that TM gives us these little quotes at the end on the app. And the quote that came up today is, the outer and the inner life are not separate. They are aspects of the totality of our existence. The outer and the inner life are not separate. They are aspects of the totality of our existence. That really helped me because I posted yesterday on my Facebook page that I was feeling blue. And no matter what I did in the morning, I did my spiritual practice, and it was my Sabbath day. So it was a day for me to do whatever I wanted to do. And for some reason, I could not shake this feeling of blue. I just felt blue. I felt really sad. I felt down. And so I decided, well, let me go on my walk, right? So I go to the park. I visit my tree, and I took a picture of my tree to show y'all, but there's no space for me to show y'all. So I'll show y'all tomorrow. So I went and visited my tree. And whenever I go to visit my tree, I always put my hands on my tree and I say hello. And I feel the vibration of the tree. And so I'm talking to the tree and I'm telling the tree how I'm feeling. And I said, you know, I just feel so blue today. I just feel so blue. And I was like, I don't know what I should do. And my tree said back to me, feel blue. Just feel blue. And of course, that is what I am to do because I believe that it's important for us to feel our feelings. And so I just gave myself more permission to feel blue. And I just walked around the park and came upon a family of geese. And it was the mama and the papa, and they had 6 little ducklings. So cute. And they were in the water and they were just swimming along. And I was just looking at like the marvel of them. And it just made me feel so connected to nature even more, right? So that was one thing. The second thing that kind of triggered my blueness was the wildfires. I really think the air quality had a physical impact on my body. I really do. And because it was so bad. And Wednesday, I got so sick. I was so sick on Wednesday, physically sick on Wednesday. And it was from the air. I'm convinced of that. And so I think that also contributed to these feelings of blue and just knowing that these wildfires are happening and the impact that they're having on people. And then I started thinking about, when this was happening, when the smoke and the poison was in the air in New York on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it steadily has gone down. The air quality has steadily gone down, but it's still not great, y'all. Don't get it twisted. It's still not great. I kept thinking about like on Wednesday when the air quality index was over 400, it was 484. Anything over 250 is considered dangerous. I kept thinking about all the unhoused people who are out on the street. Where are they going to get some protection from this air? And that made me really sad. That made me feel really sad because I'm in my house, I'm closing the windows and doing all the things, and smoke, the smell of smoke is still coming in. The minuscule particles are still coming in, and I'm indoors. So I was just imagining the unhoused people and just praying that they had some cover and some protection. So that was another thing. So you can see how things started piling up for me in a apocalyptic way, right? Like, is this like people would say this is the end of days, and all those things when the sky turned orange. And then it didn't help, probably didn't help that on Sunday, Marco and I decided we were going to catch up on The Walking Dead because we were fans. When it first came out, we have been fans for The Walking Dead, but we never watched the last season, right? So we were like, okay, let's watch the last season. We had probably like, I don't know, 8 episodes to go to the end, and decided on Sunday, well, we both have time, so let's do it. Let's just go for it and see how many episodes we could get in. And I don't know if y'all can hear that music playing, but my sister's neighbors are apparently having a party in the middle of the day. So anyway, my husband and I watched like 8 episodes of The Walking Dead. And what's The Walking Dead about? It's really about relationships with zombies in it, but it's also about like what happened, like the world changed because of a virus, basically. So anyway, all of those things accumulated, and I woke up Monday feeling very blue and remembered this word, Apocaloptimist, right? And I am someone who I do my best not to get caught up in the appearance of things. And I truly do believe that everything is good, right? Everything is good. But I don't ignore the things that are happening in the world that are causing harm. Let's put it that way, that are causing further separation, right? I don't ignore those things. So I found this quote by philosopher Jiddu Krishnamurti. I'm probably pronouncing their name wrong. And he said this: it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. So if you don't feel well, so if you don't feel well adjusted, take heart. It probably means you're exactly as you should be and that you have a lot to offer this crazy world. I love that. I'm going to read it one more time. It is not, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. So if you don't feel well adjusted, take heart. It probably means you're exactly as you should be and that you have a lot to offer this crazy world. So that quote just came. I was looking for something else, and this quote caught my eye. And I was like, yes, yes, I it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to craziness. Who wants to be well adjusted to craziness? I don't want to be well adjusted to craziness. And so I don't feel well adjusted to it. I don't. I see something more for us as a human society in this world, right? And so, yes, I take heart. And this philosopher is saying, take heart because it means you're doing exactly as you should and that you have a lot to offer in this crazy world. Yes, we all have a lot to offer in this seemingly crazy world. So, yes, the impact of the fires, binge watching Walking Dead, all the things that I mentioned, right? And then on Sunday, my talk was about balancing grief and joy. So I had that kind of energy floating around too, a feeling of mourning. But within that feeling of mourning, I also felt optimism, right? By the end of the day, like when I was going to bed, end of the day, I started to feel like a lifting, right? A lifting coming off of me, right? And it reminded me of that Bible verse, Psalms 30, verse 5. For his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor of life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. And so when I woke up this morning, I said, how do you feel? I asked myself that question. How do you feel today? And my response was, I feel pink. That's why I wore a pink shirt today. I feel pink. I feel if I had to be a color, the color I felt yesterday was blue. I felt down, a little sad. And today I feel pink, more optimistic, more vibrant, right? Now I don't know where that color pink is in the chakras or in the aura scale. I don't know, but that's how I'm feeling today. So very optimistic about the seemingly things that are happening in the world that I pray is bringing us closer together. And so we're going to explore that this week with our series Apocaloptimist. And tomorrow I'm going to share 7 signs with you, 7 signs that you may be a Apocaloptimist also. So we'll explore that tomorrow. So you're mighty quiet today. You're mighty quiet today. But Linda, all feelings are okay. The color of our life creates a magnificent rainbow. Yes, yes. Thank you for that, Linda. And Lindsay sharing, we are a spiritual being having a human experience, and we have to embrace the human being experience. The that is all of it. The hard days and the easy days. Absolutely, Lindsay. And I like to say we are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience in a spiritual world, right? In this form of human being. So I'm knowing right here and right now that I'm just grateful to be with you all today. I am grateful for that. And Stacy, pink green is often heart chakra. Oh, okay. I love that. I love that. That makes perfect sense. Pink and green would be heart chakras, right? All right, y'all. I think that's it. I did good, better with my time today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. We will continue exploring a pop called Optimist, and we will see if you too are one. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy. Yes, we are, because we are connected to our yes.